Some people believe kindness disappears when money gets involved. They think power hardens hearts and that wealth builds walls instead of bridges. But one quiet night inside a billionaire's mansion proved something very different. What she saw on her hidden cameras changed her forever, and revealed the true power of a single kind heart. This is a story about a man no one noticed, a little girl who believed in her father, and a woman who thought she had seen everything, until kindness walked right past her cameras. Before we begin, take a moment to support our channel. If stories like this move your heart, please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps kindness spread even further here on Kindness World. The billionaire's name was Eleanor Whitmore. She owned companies across the country, lived in a mansion larger than most hotels, and had security systems more advanced than some airports. Cameras were everywhere: hallways, kitchens, gardens, storage rooms. Not because she was cruel, but because she trusted systems more than people. Life had taught her that control was safer than compassion. Every morning at 6 a.m., one man arrived quietly through the service gate. His name was Daniel. He was a single dad and the night janitor. He cleaned floors that sparkled, wiped fingerprints off glass walls that looked out over the city, and emptied trash cans filled with leftovers from parties he would never attend. Daniel never complained. He worked hard, kept his head down, and left before most people even noticed he had been there. What no one knew was that every night after work, he went home to a small apartment where his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, waited for him. Lily had been sick for a long time. Hospital bills piled up. Sleep was rare. Hope came in small pieces. One night, Eleanor sat alone in her private office, watching security footage as she often did. It was her strange habit, reviewing recordings instead of watching TV. That night, she noticed Daniel linger in the mansion longer than usual. Curious, she rewound the footage. Daniel had finished his work early. Instead of leaving, he walked into the massive kitchen. He stood there for a moment, looking around like someone entering a church. Then he quietly opened a cabinet, took out a small bowl, and carefully poured some leftover soup from a catering tray. Eleanor's face tightened. She assumed the worst. Theft. Rules broken. She leaned closer to the screen, but then Daniel did something unexpected. He took the bowl to the staff break room and sat down at the small table. From his pocket, he pulled out an old phone and started a video call. Lily's face appeared on the screen, smiling weakly. "Daddy," she said softly. Daniel smiled back. "I saved you something warm tonight." He lifted the bowl toward the camera. "Remember how the doctor said warm soup helps you feel stronger?" Lily nodded, eyes bright. "Did you eat?" Daniel hesitated just a second. "I will. I promise." Then he gently explained every ingredient in the soup, pretending Lily was eating with him. He made silly faces, told her stories about cleaning floors like they were adventures, and laughed when she laughed. When the call ended, Daniel wrapped the soup carefully and placed it into a small container, labeling it with Lily's name. Eleanor felt something unfamiliar tighten in her chest. The next night, she watched again. Daniel found a broken toy car in the trash from one of the billionaire's grandchildren. He cleaned it, fixed the wheel with tape from his cart, and slipped it into his bag. On camera, he whispered, "She'll love this." Another night, he used his break to sit on the mansion floor and pray quietly. Not for money. Not for a new job. Just for his daughter's health. Eleanor couldn't stop watching. Days passed, and the cameras revealed a man who treated the mansion with respect, who sang softly while mopping floors, who cleaned areas no one checked, and who always left things better than he found them. He even polished a framed photo of Eleanor's late husband, gently wiping the glass as if honoring someone he had never met. One evening, Eleanor made a decision. She asked security to bring Daniel to her office. Daniel arrived nervous, holding his hat in his hands. His mind raced. Had he been caught? Would he lose his job? Eleanor looked at him, not as an employer, but as a human being seeing another for the first time. "I've been watching you," she said. Daniel's shoulders dropped. "I'm sorry if I did anything wrong," he whispered. "Please. I need this job." Eleanor shook her head slowly. You didn't do anything wrong. You did something right. She told him what she had seen. The soup. The toy. The prayers. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. I just try to be a good dad, he said. That's all I have. Eleanor stood up, walked around the desk, and did something no one had seen her do in years. She hugged him. That night changed everything. Eleanor quietly paid off Lily's medical bills. She arranged the best doctors. She offered Daniel a full-time position with benefits and flexible hours. But more than that, she removed half the cameras from the mansion. I don't want to watch kindness anymore, she said. I want to live it. Months later, Lily ran through the mansion's garden, healthy and laughing. Daniel stood nearby, no longer invisible. And Eleanor sat on a bench, smiling, knowing that the greatest security system she ever had wasn't technology, it was trust. Kindness doesn't need an audience. It doesn't ask permission. And sometimes, even when hidden cameras are watching, it still shines brighter than wealth, power, or fear. If this story touched your heart, let it remind you that every small act matters. You never know who's watching, and more importantly, who you're inspiring. Spread kindness wherever you go.